Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Ree. I am a mindfulness and meditation coach, a law of attraction coach, a yoga instructor, and a Reiki master. And I am obsessed with energy work. I host monthly meditation retreats online for 4 straight days of super intense work to help you to live your best life as your highest self. And I have tons of guided meditation downloads for sale on my website. So go check that out. Link in the description below. Okay, here I am talking about another controversial subject that you guys might not like to hear, but it's my job to stir the pot sometimes. I want to say first off that I have nothing against the law of attraction whatsoever. I actually love the law of attraction. I think it is a law. I think what you think about and feel about, you do bring about. What you focus on, you put your energy into. And that's just truth. There's no escaping it. So living with an awareness of the quality of your thoughts and the quality of your feelings and keeping yourself pure and all of that is beautiful. But in many ways, the law of attraction holds you back. And here's why. I'm going to try to be as brief as I can with this. The law of attraction wants you to be very specific about what you want. And in some cases, like when you're planning a wedding and you need to choose a wedding date, or when you have a business and you need to have a certain number of clients, that can be very helpful. Being specific sometimes is necessary. But when you're planning a whole life and you're trying to fit it into a tiny little paradigm, that's been your paradigm, your limited way of thinking, when the universe is limitless, is not going to serve you. You may have an idea of how your life should be, and the universe, God, the divine, whatever you want to call it, could have an idea for you that is 1 billion times better, that looks nothing like the life you think you want. All of us are limited. All of us, every single one, no matter how spiritually awakened you think you are not as big and broad and all-knowing or all-seeing or all-loving or all-powerful as the divine. So trying to control an outcome and trying to figure things out is getting in the way of what your best life really could be. Instead, I personally feel like it's probably in your best interest to work with the divine, to be a co-creator with the divine. And the way that I do this and the way that I guide my students to do this is to ask for guidance and help and assistance all the time, and to always be surrendering. And I do this in real time, and I encourage my students to do this in real time. If you are wanting to know anything or wanting help with anything, always be asking, please help me. I really don't know what to do. What's the best thing? Give me some clear information, something clear, something specific that will guide me. You can ask for it to be clear, you can ask for it to be specific, and you can ask for help. You can say, please help me, send me the right people, send me the right information, the right job. Send everything that's right for me my way. I personally feel like the divine is waiting for us to ask for this. It wants to let spirit rule over our lives, and spirit is so perfect. Spirit is so pure and loving and graceful and only wants for us better things and a better life and a better self than we could ever even imagine for ourselves. So to me, surrendering to that and submitting my will to that will that's so powerful and loves me unconditionally more than I could ever even fathom is just smart. It's just the wise thing to do. As a matter of fact, I feel like it's such a terrible thing that we have free will, that we were given the ability to make choices for ourselves. If I could choose, I would choose for the divine to be choosing for me in every moment. And when I get caught up in making vision boards and scripting every little thing and trying to control, that is out of fear. I am not meaning to offend anyone. I'm just trying to bring to your awareness that the practice of trying to control every little thing that's happening in your life is, first of all, I really do believe holding you back, but it also may be more out of fear than out of wanting to live a life that you love. What if the life that you would love more than anything looks nothing like you believe it would look? It could be so far outside of your comfort zone or the way that you think things should be that you couldn't possibly ask for it. And I even would be willing to bet that that is the case, that it is something that is so foreign to you, so outside of your norm, that you wouldn't even think to ask for it. It's just not in your frame of reference. You have no reference for it. You just have no idea what could be best for you. And divine timing, all of that perfection happens for a reason, and it all serves you. So my challenge to you, and you may find what I'm saying to be upsetting, and if you do, maybe that's some kind of sign that this challenge that I'm going to give you is something that you should try, just to mix things up in your life. Just for fun. What would happen if for the next 30 days, you stopped asking the universe for things? You stopped trying to create a vision for your life. You stopped scripting. You stopped praying. You stopped visualizing. And all that you did over and over again was just surrender. Just surrender and ask for guidance. And ask, here's the big one, ask to be blown away. Ask for miracles. I ask all the time, show me a greater love than I could ever even imagine. Show me more abundance than I could even imagine. And framing it this way allows the universe room to bring to you amazing miracles and blessings that are just, they'll blow you away. You will be blown away if that's what you're trying to visualize for yourself. If that's what you're creating, the law of attraction still applies. It still applies, and it's still a powerful law that will comply. It will blow you away. And I also ask all the time, help me to see the patterns that are keeping me stuck. Help me to be my highest self. And then I get unstuck. And I am my highest self, and I respond in a different way. And to me, this is just such a freer and better feeling way of living than living with a very specific idea of how things should look in my life. I'm happy 90% of the time. I'm much, much happier now than I was when I was creating everything about my life. I feel more powerful than I ever have. And I used to spend a lot of time doing the techniques of the law of attraction, the vision boards. I used to have a huge vision board that took up my whole wall. I used to script every single day, and it felt so tight, and it felt so secretly fearful. And I didn't even realize it until I released all of that, and I just started living in this flow of divine guide me, move me, show me a better life than I could ever imagine for myself. I leave this in your hands. I challenge you to live like that, to live in that surrender and flow, and just see what happens and be open to whatever comes your way. And maybe say yes to things that you wouldn't necessarily have said yes to before. I guarantee you, if you do that for 30 days, you will have a different life at the end of those 30 days. So I'd love to hear about it. I hope that that was helpful for you. I hope it wasn't too upsetting, and I will see you in the next video, my friends. Goodbye.